swamps, forests and shelling. New Year on Ukraine's northern front line. On New Year's Eve, in a patch of forest along the northeast border with Russia, a unit of Ukrainian territorial defense forces stood guard in their trenches. Ukraine's most senior defense officials have said they believe Russia will attempt a second invasion from the north in the next couple of months, using troops who have been training for the past 3 months since being mobilized in October. But the Ukrainian forces defending the border say the Russians will not be able to break through as they did in February, when the Sumy region had no defensive lines. The coordinates of all the roads are known, and as soon as Russian forces are on them, bam, said Andriy, a 52-year-old commander, using his hands to show ammunition hitting the target. Then there are swamps, and let's not get started on the mines. At night, the Ukrainian defense forces are alone in the forests and fields. It is pitch black and silent. The area was considered remote before the war. Now, they say, only a handful of residents remain in the nearby villages. Between their positions and the Russian forces a few kilometers away are some forests, swamps and a couple of highways, so they must blend into their surroundings as much as possible. Those on patrol can only be made out from the faint moonlight, reflected slightly by the snow on the surrounding fields. Those off duty sat underground, preparing a New Year's feast in a brightly lit, wood cabin-esque kitchen, one of several they built after being stationed along the northeast border 4 months ago. Off the zigzagging, meters-deep muddy corridors of the trenches, there were also several sleeping quarters and even a sauna. These isolated positions do not carry the battle status of Ukraine's eastern and southern regions, such as Bakhmut, but their importance cannot be underestimated. They constitute the first line of defense if Russia decides to reinvade from the north, and their success could determine more than just the fate of Sumy region. During the February invasion, Russian forces broke through in several places along the northern border with the intention of surrounding and occupying Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, and thus seizing control of the center of power. The Sumy territorial defense units have been credited by Western military experts and commended several times by Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, for thwarting Russian attempts to establish supply corridors from Russia through Sumy to eastern Kyiv. Their actions thereby contributed to saving the central command in the capital.